Developing this morning, we are seeing extreme drought conditions fueling wildfires from the east to the west coast. Air quality alerts active in parts of the northeast, as well as a deadly wildfire burns in that region. We have learned that an 18-year-old volunteer forest ranger was killed by a falling tree while fighting a fire north of New York City.
We had grief counselors on station here last night. It was a very difficult night last night, and then waking up to the fire making advances didn't make it easier today either.
Nearly 600 fires have sparked in recent weeks across New Jersey and New York, and on the West Coast, nearly 3,000 firefighters there are battling the mountain fire that's near Los Angeles. It's destroyed already 200 buildings, many of them homes. Now, at last check, that fire is about 30% contained, but we would certainly love to see it 100% contained and these drought conditions to go away, Marielle.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. And I'm going to touch base on both of those fires, but I'm going to start with the East Coast. These are all of the active fires across the country right now. Of course, all of them at different sizes and different impacts, but there is the one that we were talking about in the Northeast. It does impact right along the New York and the Jersey state line. You can see that smoke plume that extends into areas like Connecticut, and this is a highly populated area. So you're talking about this smoke plume impacting several states, unfortunately, and it is fueled by not only the heat but also the drought. Most of the area ended up seeing one of the warmest Halloweens on record, so the end of October. And since then, drought has just expanded to include much more of the area. Similar case in a lot of places across the country. I am going to take you now to the West Coast because that is where the mountain fire is that Mark was just mentioning. And what we're noticing here is that they are fueled not just by the drought, but by what's called Santa Ana winds, named after the Santa Ana Canyon, where these winds generally are seen. Now, what happens is that basically you get these winds that are coming towards the ocean, and when that happens, they battle this terrain. So the winds are naturally forced up and down because of the mountain range there. And as the winds descend, they're compressed and they're warm. When this is happening, it actually amplifies the speed. So we're talking wind speeds that could reach hurricane force wind speeds at 74 miles per hour. So think of that while these fires are ongoing, Kara, and that makes for a very, very difficult fight for the fire.